Hello, fans, and welcome into this edition of Sunday Sit Down. I'm Nick Flamia, your host, and pleased to be joined today by Yankees left-handed pitcher Ian Clarkin. Ian, how are you?
Good, doing great, doing great. Another day, feels good.
Good to have you here, Ian. Just going to ask you a few questions here on this edition of Sunday Sit Down. First of all, last week was the MLB draft. You were a first-round pick by the Yankees in 2013. Take me back to that day. You were on the set, right? How exciting was that?
Yeah, it was a special day. You know, my family back home, they didn't want to be on TV, but you know, they were with me every step of the way, and you know, it was just a crazy day that I will literally not forget a second of that day. I mean, I could take you through the whole day. It was a fun experience. They made it fun for all of us, and you know, it was good to be in New York. Like I said, they took care of us. They put us in a nice hotel, and it was really nice. It was a good experience.
Fast forward to 2014, you had a great first full season with the Charleston River Dogs. You actually made a cameo appearance here in Tampa, your last start, and you got the win pitching 5 innings. But then the next year, you had a setback, a bit of an elbow injury, sidelined you. How tough was that to sit out the entire regular season?
It was very tough. It was very tough, and you know, it only makes you stronger and better. I mean, sitting out last year, it makes you miss the game so much more than you could ever imagine. Like, you won't ever take a day here for granted, and you know, it was tough not being able to play the game you love, and you know, that sucked. But otherwise, you know, it's good to be back here, good to be playing again, and you know, you just don't take every day for granted anymore. You know, the worst day you have here is, you would much rather have the worst day here than a day not playing. So I look at that every single time. You know, I think it's a long day, it's a hard day, it's a hot day. Like, I would just much rather be here than not playing at all. So.
You did get to pitch a little bit at the end of the year in the Arizona Fall League with the Surprise Seguros. You made 6 starts. Now that's got to be a cool experience in Arizona with some of the top prospects upcoming. How cool was that?
You know, it's very special. You know, when you're there, you just feel very blessed. You're with the best players in baseball and best prospects in baseball. And you know, I see a lot of my teammates playing in the big leagues right now. You look at the Cardinals shortstop Diaz. I mean, he's destroying the big leagues, and he was with us in Arizona. And Jerickson Profar, Gary Sanchez, you know, Acevedo, and you know, you looked at all these guys, and it's just like it was something special. We had a special team, we had a great group of guys, and it was a very, very, very talented team, and it was a lot of fun to be out there for sure.
Back to this year in 2016, the Tampa Yankees have you, and you have 6 quality starts. That leads the team. And you just told me you just added a 4th pitch to your arsenal, the slider. Now you have 4 total pitches. What's your favorite?
As of right now, I'd say the slider, just because I'm learning it more and more. But so far, I think it's been the changeup. I've had a really good changeup this year. We made a few adjustments coming out of spring training, and you know, I'm getting a lot of ground balls, a lot of swing and misses on the changeup. I could throw it behind in the count, early in the count. I could throw it 0-2 if I wanted to, and you know, I kind of say it's my savior pitch, because, like I said, I could throw it 3-2, 3-1, 3-0. You know, I could throw it in any count, and that's probably my favorite pitch overall to throw. But right now, you know, just because it's new, I'd have to say the slider is a lot of fun to throw, just because it's, you know, it's something different. You haven't experienced it before, so.
I'm not going to lie, though. My favorite pitch you throw is that big curveball.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I enjoy throwing all my pitches. The curveball is also fun to watch hitters react to it. You know, I had a few guys like bend backwards from it, fall over in the box. That's always fun to watch. But you know, I've gotten kind of used to that. But you know, it's always fun to throw. I mean, all my pitches are fun to throw. It's fun to be out there. So.
Now, outside of baseball, how does Ian Clarkin spend his time?
I do a lot of. I'm in the gym almost half a day every day, and if I don't do that, I'm either surfing, eating, hanging out with friends, or you know, just hanging out with family, hanging out with my dogs, hanging out with my parents, and you know, I never have a bored day at home, even if I'm not doing anything, sitting on the couch. Like, I'm enjoying being home, enjoying with my family, and you know, just hanging out.
Growing up in San Diego, California, I'm sure there's a lot of surf there. But again, raised in that area, did you idolize anybody specific growing up?
There was actually a guy, he's well known, but maybe not out of the San Diego and Atlanta areas, Ryan Klesko. You know, I used to be little watching Ryan Klesko and actually chanting for his name, you know, just for him to hit a home run, and you know, he hit like 30 home runs each year, and it was fun to watch. And you know, he was my favorite player growing up, and it was really fun to watch him and, you know, root him on, and you know.
Yeah, I definitely remember Ryan Klesko. He was a big-time hitter for the Padres back then. Certainly a fan favorite. I'm going to dive into some quick get-to-know-you questions now. First of all, your favorite food?
It has to be Mexican food. Mexican food's like no other in San Diego. It's the best Mexican food in the country. I mean, besides, it's right next to Mexico, so it's pretty authentic. But I'd have to give it to Mexican food. It's really good.
How about a favorite style of music or a favorite artist?
I would have to say hip hop and rap. My favorite artist would be Drake for sure. He's been my favorite for years.
How about any pregame rituals?
Pre-game rituals, I don't really have many. I never step on the foul line if that's a little superstitious. That's really about it. I mean, that's the only thing I could think of is I never ever step on the foul line ever. So even if I'm backing up to cover third after I give up a triple or something like that, I don't step on the foul line. So that's it.
Finally, let's see. Outside of baseball, what's your favorite sport?
Oh man, I have so many. I have so many. I mean, I watch golf, I watch football, I watch basketball. Favorite one to watch probably favorite one to watch probably football. Favorite one to play is probably basketball. I enjoy golf. I was on the swim team all my life. I enjoy sports. I mean, that's just my thing. I mean, I could watch sports all day long, every day, but I would have to give it to football. I have to give it to football.
And if you weren't playing baseball professionally, what career path would you take?
I don't know. I would probably be doing something athletic. I was going to play soccer at USD as well as baseball. I probably would have tried to make it in soccer just because a 6'2" person in soccer is usually pretty big because they're usually not the tallest. So we could have seen where that would have taken me, but maybe swimming. I would have done something athletic. I wouldn't have been sitting down doing anything. I can't sit. I always had to be doing something. So.
Well, the Yankees are glad to have you here. That'll do it for this edition of Sunday Sit Down. It's been Ian Clarkin and myself, Nick Flamia. Tune in next time for the next Sunday Sit Down. Keep it locked on tybaseball.com for future videos.